Hey, what is up, guys? Satoshi-kun XD here, and I'm back bringing you guys a different type of video that I don't usually do. And that's actually a tips and tricks video for a Roblox game called Omega Tower Defense. Now, as you can see, I think you can already tell that I have been playing this game a lot. And yeah, I'm basically at the max level. I have a lot of gold, not a lot of gems though, because I always use it to spin. But yeah, anyway, I'm here to give you guys some tips and tricks that I learned during my climb on the leaderboards. So yeah, before starting, I just want to say that I'll be putting timestamps on my video, so you can just skip to whatever part you like. I don't really care as long as you learn something. And yeah, without further ado, let's start with tip number 1. Alright, so tip number 1 is to join the Roblox group and the Discord server for the game. So how do you go about doing that? Well, actually, let me bring up my other scene. Go into my browser, and as you can see, we're on the front page of the game, Omega Tower Defense Simulator. Now, all you have to do is just scroll down here, and as you can see here, this is the Roblox group. Join that for extra starting cash. Now, this will actually help you guys a lot, because when you first start off this game, you're only gonna start off with 500 cash when you go into game, and by joining this group, it gives you an extra $250 or cash to spend on towers or upgrades. So that's actually quite helpful, if I do say so myself. And also join the Discord group. Now, the Discord group, I will be going over why you should join it later on in the video. It's gonna be one of my tips as well, so keep that in mind. Alright, now on to tip number 2. So tip number 2 is to use all the codes available for the game. Now, what you actually can do is just Google Omega Tower Defense simulator codes, like I did here. Actually, you don't even need to put in code in the search bar, and you'll see all the codes here. Now, what I've seen so far is the third search here is the most updated one with the POG 30K. So yeah, this is the list of all the codes. Also, all the codes from all the content creators for the game and stuff, and all the milestones are here. So yeah, use all those codes, guys. Those are free. You don't have to grind for it, and it will definitely help you out for the next tip. And tip number 3 is, what units should I get? So now that you have all the gold, all the extra gems, you wanna know what units you have to get. So right now, I'm gonna bring up an image on your screen, and bam, there we go. So here I have a list of 10 units that would help you get a very good start in the game. So as you can see here, there's stunners there at the top. So it's arranged from best to worst, from left to right. So the best is Raiton, aka Zenitsu, followed by Piccolo, which is a common... Wait, hold up. Did you just say common? Yep, you heard that right. It's a common unit, but it's actually very good, because you can place down 5 Piccolos, which gives you 5 stun units. right? And believe me, stun units are very OP in this game. And it's actually followed by Todoroki. You can place down 2 units here. And Shikamaru also, you can place down 2 units. Kakashi is the worst one of them all, just because he can only stun 1 unit. From all the testing I've done, he can only stun 1 unit. But he has 1 SPA, so if you're a Kakashi fanboy or you love Kakashi that much, I mean, go ahead, you can use him if you want. But yeah, Raiton or Zenitsu is actually the best stun unit right now. I believe he's receiving a nerf next update. So yeah, we'll see if he's still the best by then. So yeah, you can get any one of these stun units when you're first starting off in the game, and believe me, they will help your run out. Stun units are OP in this game. So for the DPS units or the damage dealers, I recommend Tanjiro or Mizu, just because he's very cheap to place down. Look at the bottom part of your screen. He only takes $350, 350 cash to place down at the start. So, and if you upgrade him to, I believe, the 4th upgrade, he actually goes down to 1 SPA, so he attacks every second. So for the second one is our first form Frieza, which costs 500 cash to place down, and he has a very nice AoE attack, my friends. Although he only goes down to 2 SPA max when he's max upgrade, but it's still good. Also coming in at number 3 for the DPS units, we have Neji. I put him there because he's actually good for starters. Now, if you actually go in game, you're gonna see the range. His range is actually very slow, but don't be fooled by that indicator, guys. If you guys pay attention closely when you use him, his range actually goes farther than that, his attack range. Especially if you max him out, it's very noticeable that the range indicator doesn't reflect his actual attacking range. Also, for the fourth spot is our rare Ichigo. Only reason why is he gets 2 SPA and he has the most range out of all of the rare units. And also for the last spot we have Deku or Yowai. Only reason him being here is because he has 1 SPA. So guys, these are my recommendations. Take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if other leaderboard players out there or other veteran players out there who played the game a lot would actually agree or not. But yeah, if you have thoughts about my recommendations, definitely bring it up down below and we can talk about it. Alright, now that you know what starter units to get, you might be asking yourself, well, what am I gonna do with these units and how am I gonna get gold, more gold and XP that I spent rolling for those starter units that you mentioned? Well, simplest answer is just do story mode. No arguments. Just do story mode. I know there's infinite mode, but it's gonna take you at least 20 to 30 minutes to actually finish one story mode run. I mean, one infinite mode run. And in story mode, you get just about the same rewards that you do in infinite mode, but it only takes you 15 minutes or less to finish one map. So by far, always do story mode. If you want to grind XP and gold, fastest way to do it is through story mode. So now, about story mode, you actually would want to unlock all the maps here. So if you go over here, you're probably not gonna see all of these unlocked for your screen. You have to beat every map. You have to play every map at least once. Beat it on normal or higher difficulty. I just recommend going normal and beating all the maps until you get to Spider Mountain. Alright, so the next tip is actually one that you can use while trying to beat all of the story mode maps. So if you're going to want to unlock all the story mode maps, this may come in handy, and believe me, you're gonna be using this a lot, even if you're grinding out all your gold and XP that you need in the future. You're still gonna be using this, and this is actually quite helpful. Now, if you allow me to actually go into game real quick. So tip number 5 is unit stacking. So unit stacking is what you would see here. So right there. I don't know if you guys caught on to that, but I think most of you did. Basically what I did is I placed 2 units down in one spot. So that's gonna help you guys a lot. So if you're a tower defense player and whatnot, and you actually, so look, there's actually 2 units there. It's hitting 2 times, right? So I only have 54 damage, but look, my Zenitsu only has 54 damage at the start, but it's already killing these guys in 2 shots. Trust me, it helps out a lot, and like, it's gonna help you place down your stun units better, and it'll, gameplay wise, you can actually use this in a ton of different scenarios, and all of the leaderboard players are using this. Now if you're on mobile, it's gonna be a little bit harder to do, but what you want to do is, I know in mobile the place button is like right at the bottom right part of your screen. What you want to do is you should take your unit, line it up to where it says place, and position your camera where you want to place down your unit, and just tap or click as fast as possible. So yeah, what you can also do is get yourself an auto clicker. So let me just open my auto clicker, set it to 10 milliseconds, and what I can do is do this. If you're having trouble placing down a lot of units, you can just get an auto clicker, do this, and activate it like that, and you already placed, see, I already placed 4 units in one spot, just like that. One thing to make sure of as well is that you need money or cash to actually place down all the units in one spot. For what I know, this bug or glitch has been out since the testing phase of this game, and they still haven't fixed it. So if they do fix it, well, sucks, but you know, gotta live with it. But right now, if you're watching this video, you can abuse it as much as possible, and honestly, it helps a lot by having cleaner unit placements and whatnot. So yeah, definitely helpful if you ask me. So tip number 5, unit stacking. Definitely do this in all your games. And yeah. Alright, we're back to the lobby for tip number 6. And tip number 6 is to level up your units. Now, leveling up your units is one way to get more damage for your towers without actually upgrading them, right? So how do you go about leveling up your units? Well, you click this button right here, which brings up your inventory, and what you can do is actually, let's spin for let's do 110 spin just for a demo, and there we go. So what you can do is, let's say you got Zenitsu or Tanjiro, right? And you guys want to use them, or any unit that you have right now, any favorite unit that you have right now. So let's say you want them, let's say you want to keep using them and you want them to be stronger. Now what you can do is just select on your unit. In this case, I'm gonna demo with Deku. So select him, click him, and go to feed. Now into feed, I recommend to just select all and feed every unit that you can to this guy. It doesn't matter what rarity they're at. I mean, if you have duplicates of that unit, or if you don't want to keep any units in here, just select all and yeah, feed it to your tower. It gains XP, and just like that, I leveled it up from 16 to 17, and it got higher damage. So yeah, see, from 41 now to 42, right? So that's basically one way to make your tower stronger, is to level up your unit. All right, now on to tip number 7. So this tip is actually connected to tip number 6, which is to level up your units. Now tip number 7 is actually to favorite your units. Now if you look into my inventory, I'm actually keeping one of each unit in the game. So yeah, aside from Gon, which I've never seen in the banner since release. Honestly, come on. I have all 39 units. I'm just missing one, and I actually want to collect them all. But if you want to keep units and avoid accidentally feeding them to the units that you want to level up, you can go over here. Actually, let's do another 10 spin just for the sake of demonstration, and also because I can. So let's say, oh my god, I got Bakugo. I want to keep Bakugo, right? So Bakugo, we select this guy, we click this star button right here, and that basically favorites your units. And now Bakugo won't show up when you actually try to level up your other units, your main units. So if you can see here, I feed all of them here, right? So I feed Deku again. Now he's level 18 with 43 damage. And if we scroll down over here, Bakugo is still here. So that's one way to keep yourself from accidentally feeding your important units to your other main units that you want to use. So yeah, definitely a very handy tip indeed. So favorite your main units, guys, or at least all the units that you want to keep. All right, so on to tip number 8. So now tip number 8, I'm assuming that you already went through story mode and unlocked all of your maps. Now I did that because I want you guys to grind out the last map, Spider Mountain. Now in story mode, actually the rewards scale depending on which map you play on. So the further map you choose, the better the rewards you get. Now for tip number 8, I want you guys to actually go into the Discord server, which I told you guys to join on tip number 1. And let me go over to the Discord server real quick. And yeah, so onto the Discord server. Yep, Discord server right here. You want to go to story mode chat, and most of the time you're gonna see guys like these saying carrying Spider Mountain Nightmare host with the host name and instructions on what you actually want to do. Now these guys are actually hosting free carries on the hardest difficulty. Now what I didn't mention at the start is rewards scale not only on the map that you choose, but also the difficulty that you choose. Now you saw that there was easy, normal, hard, and nightmare. Now nightmare by far gives the most rewards for each map, and the biggest rewards that you can actually get right now as of update 1 is at Spider Mountain, which is 4,500 gold and 6,000 XP per run. Now these guys, if you go over to the Discord server, they're basically hosting free carries here. And actually I do also host some runs myself now and then. If you actually join the Discord server, you might see me hosting runs there. Feel free to join, but one thing I can say is I do work on a first come first serve basis, so if you don't see me there, I'm basically already running with a team. So yeah, anyway, just use the Discord server, go to story mode chat, look for carries, look for people hosting. It's basically free gold and free XP. Just follow their instructions, and yeah, that's basically how you grind XP and gold in the game. And one run of Spider Mountain Nightmare is actually equivalent to 110 spin, and yeah, it's gonna help you guys a lot in the long run. Use the Discord server to your advantage. Now for the last tip, which is the most important tip of all, is to just enjoy the game. Do whatever you want. I won't tell you what you need to do and whatnot. If you need help, feel free to comment down below, ask questions. I would answer as much as possible, as much as I can. And yeah, by far, just enjoy the game. Try out new stuff, play with friends, invite your friends, do challenges together. I don't know, maybe do like all stun towers or something like that. I don't know, just enjoy the game. So yeah, that's basically all for this video. I mean, I wouldn't be actually playing this much if I didn't enjoy it myself. So yeah, I'm looking forward to other updates and whatnot. If you guys want to see more content, you guys can comment down below if you want to see something about Omega Tower Defense. If you want to see more videos, tips, tricks, maybe my own personal tier list on what actually the best units are, you can also request for that if you want. I don't mind doing them. But yeah, until next time, Satoshi Kun XD signing out. Peace.